Alright, on for the next part. We're going to pick up right where we left off, and we're going to continue going. See what happens. As I recall, I was hoarding skills, as one does, and opening rooms, as one does. Oh, the big thing to do today is to interview all of the trainers again. So I have my metal out getting trained, right? I've finally got enough stuff here. Probably, maybe, there's my metal being trained. The only thing I need is that illumination is Faust. I do not have two of those, I only have one. Which is unfortunate, but we'll correct that. Oh, packages. Just resist the urge to tear into those right now. Anyway, looking around. Illumination again. It's my room. Looking around. None of these are trainers. This is a preservation trainer, which we will interview. Looking for things that are preservation focused. Preservation, new preservation. Not preservation, wait. It is preservation, and it's chore. Can I do this? Do I really only have one chore? Soon. More preservation? More? You? It's already been used. Alright. Preservation? No, get out of there, Sabzine. You don't belong there. This isn't on the tree. And then a big layer of stuff that's not on the tree now. Alright, so preservation, dead end until I get another chore, at which point I come back here. This one is new. This is hushery. This probably can do something, right? Alright, hushery. Dictodrome, holomachistry, bird song. No. Not on the tree. Right there. That's not what I need either. Why is everything Nyctodrome? There. Hushery. Can we go here? We can. Can whist go here? Oh, it can. Sharpen my whist. Don't mind if I do. Alright, so now we gotta actually look at Nyctodrome. Got so much of it right. So Nyctodrome and Shapt. Nyctodrome does not go here, so that's very sad. Nyctodrome and not aligned. Nyctodrome and Fet, but I have but one Fet. Not aligned. Not aligned. Okay. That might be it, right? There's a stashery. But as I recall, there's a reason why this can't be used. And I don't have a single Skolepscopy trainer yet. I like how so much this game makes it sound like I'm just permanently tongue-tied. Here we have whist. Stashery, and it doesn't go. Alright. So I think that's all, right? Still, training at 2 isn't bad. Alright, now, plan for the day. Open a package. No, use my Tryst. Then we see what kind of weather we got today. I still have this lesson I cannot use. Clouds. Oh, there's my other chore. Huh. So I have a Viper. Which I have to feed. Alright, I will feed the Viper. The Viper will be fed. It needs an egg, right? Has to be an egg or remains. Phosphorescent scrapings? No. It has to be food and either an egg or remains. So I don't know. Do I have any eggs? Or I do have an egg. It's a hen's egg. Here you go, beastie. Feed the beastie. Feed the viper I just hatched. It will be in my room, sleeping, every night. And the 12th librarian was never seen again. Well, they could smell him. How about that? Alright, so up here we got 8, no, 9, no, 8, no. I really wish this would pop up somewhere else, you know? Just anywhere else, please. Are we in the age of the specialist? I want to say we are. That we have grown beyond the time when just I can wander in, get Miss Killy, and she'll be able to help me. However, we're also kind of low on cash. We won't be able to get specialist help for long. Ooh, what do we get? A pumpkin. Didn't I search a pumpkin once and I found it had cuckoo honey inside? That was weird. Anyway, who's down at the bar? Nectar, Rose, and Sky. Should I wish to sell it? There we go. A tame viper. An avid student of warm fireplace stones, warm mice, and warm milk. It's not a very powerful beastie, but it's definitely you sleep next to my bed. It's encouragement to get out and get working. And this pumpkin, I guess, down in the supplies. Alright, so we have nectar, by which we can go down or over there. I can go get the supply of eggs up. Is there any purpose I should be working for? Just sky. Should I do that? 1 sky, 5 sky, 7 sky, and then I just really start scraping for sky drink. Is there such a thing as a sky drink? There is, but it's a minor effect of a much more potent tonic. Alright, so I guess I go with you and nectar, huh? Fortunately, it's going to be more difficult to do this as time goes on because I don't have good income. And probably won't until Numa arrives. So that gives 6 and we want 9. So no reason to use the Numa pears just yet. Here, would you like to eat a pumpkin? It's an amber pumpkin. I still want to give you some... Where is dandelion wine? There we go. Why am I not drinking what's in the hospitality hut? This is what this is for, right? I'm gonna make Slosh Jennings. Dandelion wine. Is that you? No, that's Domaine Reveling. Alright, serve appropriately. Thank you. And we give our musician friend a little more. It gives him 8. Just open this up, or go one more and get that. Nah, give him some food. We'll feed him. Abandoned luggage in a box? Why would they wrap the abandoned luggage? Anyway, open that up. Oh, I should check which book I'm going to read. Right, Grail. We'll read you. Should be able to do that, right? Where can I find a 2 Grail memory? have such a thing. I have the music, right? No. I am concerned I do not have any Grail memory. That's gonna be a problem. Oh, up here? No. Those are just practical things. 2 rows, 1 Grail, gossip. Well, forget that. Reading the Ceaseless Tantra. Right there. With Trist. Wait a second. The Ceaseless Tantra requires Chore, which I have right there. Okay, good. Alright, planning ahead, paying attention, know what game I'm playing, so on and so forth. I want to find more of these pale marrows. It's a Pickard Pilchards. Again, a very versatile thing. Here, eat this pumpkin. Mash it, eat it, hide forbidden documents in it. This does imply I should search the pumpkin, right? Alright, here, you eat this pumpkin. I will try to search the pumpkin. I searched the pumpkin. What are you talking about? Why would you do that? Alright, nice. Also nice. Solid. Upward progress. My dude. Kitchen garden. Go meet Terrence and what's the other one? Well, it's okay because it's not Terrence. Skin Chuck Mead. This stuff is important. When you have a moth problem, this will solve your moth problem. Meanwhile, read a book. Because that's what we do here, right? We read. Oh, where's the memory I need? Thank you. Book goes in hand, that goes right there, that goes right there. And then some heart skill, strings, beautiful. Read. Clink. And if I have any time left in the day, I'm going to search a pumpkin out of just sheer paranoia. The pumpkin's hiding something, I know it. Here's our friends, Tuppence and Terrence. This magnificent and indomitable beast named for the rector's indomitable and magnificent housekeeper, best not to inquire too closely. Tuppence's most noble quality, all observers will agree, is that she is not Terrence. And we have beehives. We have food, which I do not gather enough of. Do not appreciate my garden. Here, go see what you can get out there. I don't gather enough in general, you know? There's mechanics here. The pumpkin's got to go in my inventory. Pumpkin is inherently suspicious. Alright, we've read the Ceaseless Tantra. The avant-garde choreographer Nicholas Kirley supposedly incorporated this tantra into his menacing ballets. The Ceaseless Tantra is devoted mostly to warnings about the lively creatures called percussivants, but concludes with a chant which can only be used to summon them. It observes that percussivants can be taught any dance, but they prefer only one. That which does not cease is not ceased. Wisdom there. Impulse again. The impulse shelf shall be mighty. There. And a lesson, which will not go there because it is already on the tree. Right? It's attuned to health and Bosk. But this is not on the tree. So we will put this here and put this here. We need 2 heart memories, eh? Or heart and knock. Alright, can be... Well, no. Has to wait for tomorrow, really. Do it now. This can backfire on me, but it's not that likely, right? Right? It's the best way to put it. Using my Faust was a bad idea. A lot of this is a bad idea. Right there, please. Alright, there's definitely not enough time before dawn. Oh well. We have found some vegetables. It's just literally some vegetables. Now, next time I have to stim someone up exactly 1 heart or exactly 1 nectar, I have some cheap stuff to give them. Sadly, they will know it is cheap. This was a mistake. So anyway, this revealed the wine cellar. Maze crazed room. Can I get Miss Killy up? Maybe if I work on my chore. What's this? Tune to chore. Let's just not unlock a room today. Sounds weird, right? But I have some ideas. I don't really want to hire expensive help. I am cheap. Cheap. Let's go see what the cheapy help is. Maybe I can use them. Orchard Keeper. So I can get 2 nectar. And my goal is to get 8 nectar. 8 nectar. 2 nectar. And then my skill is 4 nectar. And then, do I have a memory? I don't even have a memory, do I? We're at 4 nectar. This will give us a 5 nectar. Cake time is 6 nectar. And then I suppose I can give him a 2 nectar drink. And then we'll just go right there. Alright, fine. We'll hire that guy. We will spend a shilling to hire an orchard keeper. There we go. That's worth a shilling, I say. I speak of you to you of health. Meanwhile, I can't use my chore quite yet. Now we have a person here, which I absolutely should not forget about. Alright, so, thing to do is now get surgery. Everyone is happier post-surgery. No. Yeah, that goes there and that goes there. Yeah, do this. And then that could almost certainly go on the tree somewhere. I kept both my chore out. Where is my other I can level chore skill? Which I would love to be able to see. Like, you should be able to search once you've demonstrated that you can do it. Like, I understand wanting to keep it mysterious initially, and having the search might lead birdsong. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do birdsong. Is that really it? I thought I had a chore trainer that was like Istathy. Ifathy. I cannot say that and sound like a competent person at the same time. I need to find a new word. And birdsong trainers require just like... It's not hard. Trainer. It's just... Boss trainer. Birdsong trainer is... 10 sky. And... Sky isn't that hard either. You just have to make a flute. know I have a sky skill. Like strings and songs. Have I given away my Faust already? I have. Alright, so I'm just wandering around in circles. Let's go. Alright, Orchard Keeper, you're doing a little better. Had a nice little pep talk with you. Oh, I should get the her memory. But first, I have to introduce her to the concept of cakes. Very much wish I could summon an earth sign at will. Up. Excellent. Surgeries and exsanguinations. Unfortunately, I haven't looked ahead enough to get the stuff to do that. To read my next book. So you are at level 3. You can certainly go on the tree, right? You can't? How is it possible you cannot go on the tree? Did I just level up something that was... Oh no, I wasted a lesson. Oh, I should have leveled up not working. Oh, I'm dumb. Wasted a lesson. No, not working's over there. I am confused, comma, I wasted a lesson. Ugh. Alright, fine. Just keep it down, alright? Try to make a habit out of it. Anyway, I'm reading Sky, and I gave away my Faust already. I am an absolute mess today. Here, read the Viennese Conundra. You can just read this, right? Here, you don't need anything fancy. Just read it. Just read it. Just to have something to do today, to say you're not a complete failure. What do we have? MCO Constance Lee. Oh, I already know Kilishimi. She knows Latin, she knows Aramaic. She's not here for anything. Alright, don't forget she's here. We have a guest. After this room is open, try to see to your guest. It didn't even make cocoa. Here, drink this. Just slosh it down. What is it? Don't ask. Alright. So we can get her up to 9 fairly competently. There's 8 there. Yeah, the only thing we can do is 8. And there's a memory somewhere coming, right? Really? Where's my memory of impulse? Oh, right there. Alright, talk to her. The memory of impulse. Then you will be ready. Then deal with... You already know Kilishimi. Right there. Kilishimi. Alright. Now it's a little game we call Throw the Orchard Keeper Down the Well. Throw the Orchard Keeper down the well. Alright. Connie. Librarian, I'm here on bureau business. If there's an incident card, again, she cannot teach me anything. She'll give me some money though. Are you not entangle? No. On the unfinished lark. You need a sky book, huh? It's really just that straightforward. You want a sky book. Are you reliable? Yeah, let's make sure I give her one I've already read, right? It keeps saying there's a chance they'll walk off with them, and that's completely unacceptable for one, but especially unacceptable in books I have not read. Here you go. Technically speaking, you know, he wasn't murdered. Only a human being can commit murder. The legal situation is much the same as if Zidane had been struck by lightning. In another country entirely. Luckily, the Bureau doesn't worry about technicalities, isn't it? I don't like Connie. I don't think many people like Connie at all. Alright, here we got a moon book. The Viennese Conundra. Van Driel describes odd events in Vienna: the disappearance of children, epidemics of parasite activity, animal mutilations, nightmares of worms, the activities of charitable organization, the New Legions, that funds the burial of the poor. She proposes a peculiar connection between these activities. When the individual K attends the meetings, black dogs are sacrificed and quartered. When the element M is in attendance, black mares are found and their throats are slashed. I propose that these sacrifices are not necessary, but our Legion friends may consider them fitting. Herewith are diagrams of the mutilations. Medusa's riddle, then, I choose to render as what is not seen. There is another riddle, one I have heard rendered as what may be lost. I will delineate some historic attempts to answer it. These are, in themselves, in some sense, sacrifices. Fear. We are back at fear. Another book of fear. Strangely prevalent in our library. And the problem is, this is Nectar and Scale, and this is Scale and Moon. And I kind of feel like it's going to suffer from the same problem, right? Alright, so. On the tree, and I over-leveled you. On the tree, on the tree, on the tree, on the tree. Not on the tree, cannot be leveled. That's what I was looking at. Ah, dumb. On tree. Not on tree, cannot be leveled. On tree, on tree, on tree. Cannot be leveled because it's a language. What a waste of my time. Why is it even there? Kill Shimmy, it's a language. Waste of my time. Why is it even there? Oranoscopy. Can be leveled. So put you there, put you there. Fear, Fog, and Tryst. You are not on the tree. Make sure of that. Level that up. Good. That gives more sky, too, for next time. So I can definitely read that. Alright. Wish I knew what happened there. And she gave me a bronze. That's nice, I suppose. Tin Splintria. Oh. Thanks, Connie. Now we have to immediately launch into the mystery of the weird pumpkin. Eat it. There'll be nothing left. Eat the pumpkin. See if it's got documents inside. It's one of the least weird things that I proposed here at this library. Oranoscopy. Oh, you can put it on the tree, too. It only goes in one spot. The hushery spot. Tryst. That's good. Can I use this at the hushery altar? Let's go see. Can I put you here? Yes. Can I put you here? No. Moon and Moth? No. Sad, but you know. I'll get to... Oh, we found our way down the well, eh? I can get to 9 pretty easy. We got a moth trainer. This has to be dragged off, right? That'll be useful. Put it in the tool shed. And find out what's in the pumpkin. We have to figure out what's going on with the pumpkin. Nothing. Pumpkin was lying to us. Oh well. We'll get the pumpkin next time. I'm certain of it. Alright, here we go. And we're just gonna snake our way into the next day. Just hire someone down at the pub, right? No need to get fancy help. Who's at the pub? A fisherman, a little moon. So that's 2 moon. Let's see what we can do with 2 moon. Could probably work you up alright. No. Can I get Miss Killy up to 8 heart? So she starts with 1, and then get her up to 2. So it's 3, and then cake time is 4, and then memory is 6, and I could probably get her some food, right? Is there any good heart drink? Of course there is. Oh, this is too fancy for that. And definitely not skin shuck mead. Schloss Jennings is the only thing I can really offer her. I would think that there would be all sorts of heart drinks. Isle water. Anyway, I'm confident I can make this work. Miss Killy, please help me. My library is a mess, Miss Killy. Oh, we have a Gale. Oh, this is a better memory. This could make it real easy. I can also use this to read a better sky book, or maybe to make the flute. Ooh. Fortunately, we have one Faust. What's my best sky skill? 3 is probably right? So 3 sky, 6 sky, 7 sky, 8 sky. That's basically it. I can reach for 8 sky. That, I fear, is not enough. Let's go to a sky bench, see what we can do, right? Sky, sky, sky. Make a wistful air. Yeah, I want the instrument. Even more sky. Where can I get a little more sky? Right here? I have to put the wood scrapings in, so I can't use any more slots. So I can get up to 8 without any problem using this. So just see if I can find an 8 sky book. Just pull the trigger right there. 10 sky. I almost feel I can do that. 12 sky. Like, how would I do a 10 sky? I got 8. It's going to ask for something more. Can't put in soul. I mean, I'd have to put in a memory. And that's kind of a long shot, you know? Man, it sucks, so I can't really extend now that I have this. Just 6, 8, 12. None of these numbers are right. Why is it I can't reach for the proper thing at the proper point? So that's 3 heart. That's a little better for heart. I don't know. I could probably do a 10 heart book off this. Very weak in Grail, which is, I suppose, to be expected. 10 hearts book? Can I do you? Let's see. Can I do a 10 heart book? Reading here, of course. So chore, book. It's my best heart skill. This is a big skill. Get a Regensburg bomb. And then, I can just put the heart, yeah, just eat it out of, just do it out of hand, right? I can even probably do a 12, not a 16. Alright, so just read this book. That's a good use of the day. Meanwhile, Miss Killy is going to need my other chore. Good, and we need to get a memory for her, because I took the good memory for myself. Trust, right. Good, and now, we just go. We press go. I should probably be cataloging, honestly. Yep, we're a bit happier. We need to boost your heart. Cake time is busy, so what was my plan at this point? Oh yeah, give her a memory, which I don't have. Give her some drink. Right, do I have heart stuff? Let's look in our pantry for heart food. No, that's okay. Canned ham is 2 heart, which I always found a little strange. Yeah. Pilchards. Cordials aren't really what I'm looking for either. Those puzzle me. Keep the cuckoo honey. Keep the drinking cocoa. I guess 2 canned ham, 2 from memory, which is coming, and then cake time, and then some sort of drink that'll get her up wherever she needs to be, right? Get the memory for her. Eat the memory. Good, 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 good. Up you go. And then almost be time for this. You, Miss Killy, go right there. We have read a book. The book is Notes on Bindings, a level 10 book. Gideon the Wolf, 5th Baron Brandkrug. Let's make sure we have that. Gideon the Wolf, 5th Baron Brandkrug, as per book. Gideon the Wolf, 5th Baron Brandkrug, discussing techniques shared between medical suturing, tailoring, and most carefully, elusively, binding of restless spirits. Gideon's favorite motif is the history of the flesh. He insists obscurely that history should be woven, not written. Gideon speaks reverently of the word weft, which he has achieved by applying stitching and binding arts to fabric in the presence of sufficient heart. He laments, however, that complexities only approach understanding by the sisterhood of the knot, in turn, are only a shadow of the two braid of histories. That's Solace. That goes here, right? Can you go here? No. It's almost overflowing. It's stitching and binding, a new skill. And pop. At least we get 2 copies of it, right? So, right there, stitching and binding. And now we have to find strings and songs is who we have to actually level. And it's completely compatible. Strings and songs is not on the tree, needs to be leveled. Need Solace, got it. Need a sky memory, will get it. Right here is sky, right there with the sky. Right there. Done. Now for my next trick. I speak to Miss Killy and I tell her about cakes. She always gets so excited about cake time. What are we looking for? 8's good, 8's good, 8's good. I have to do this over and over and over again. Miss Killy and I can do 9. Can I do 9? Can I get her up to 9? Get her something to eat? Push her still farther? Down the well, Miss Killy? Now we're going to open up the field chamber. Stitching and binding. Good. And you have... oh, she's eating something. She's been giving you a tool, and assistance, and a memory. So she's at max power right now. And unfortunately, max power is only 8. I have to smash my chore together somehow. Anyway, unlock the maze crazed room. We're doing well. And for the rest of the day, we just categorize. We've got all these books, right? No, that's not how you're supposed to do that. Come with me. And categorize, categorize, categorize. Okay, good. Read this with the that. Go. Oh, I also have to figure out what I'm doing with this other one. Eva's Treasury is easy enough to read. I have to get this, get that. Now level strings and songs. You hear it? Hear me? This is the one we level. Good. Do it with our health. Alright. And this still isn't levelable, I don't think. I haven't found anything like that. I have to make a point to read a scale book or a nectar book. Alright. She has opened up the servants' quarters. We have packages. I'll have to raid those. Absolutely will. Meantime, strings and songs. Now you go on the tree. On the tree with you. Ground. There's only one place for you to go, eh? We get a little stronger and more shaft. Alright. Words are the way through the sky. The song without words is no song at all. Nyctodromy is the wisdom of ways. I have to look at smashing my shaft together. Look, I have 5 of them. There's no way I can't do that somehow, somewhere. Alright. Okay. I completely refuse to admit that there is no way to upgrade shaft. This is Nyctodromy. My only Nyctodromy trainers up here. I know the house a lot better now. You can go there. Shaft can go there. Shaft can go there. Alright, good. Open up my shaft. Check again, check again, check again. This is again Nyctodromy, and I know that can't go there specifically. Shaft. I have no Skelepscopy trainer. I have to make some wood. Maybe that's all I can do at the moment. Anyway, that's something. Last time I built it out of the crossbow, right? So the crossbow, we'll do it again. That doesn't go. Can I do investigate, shaft? Don't use or if I consume this. I want to break it down into wood shards. That's what I did last time when I made that flute. I'm gonna have a bit more sky now because of the new skill I have. And categorize. So many books to read, so many things to open, so many mysteries yet to be explored. Oh, a very easy forge book, which I probably should just read right now. Yes. Hopefully this isn't needed tomorrow, or, you know, I've just kind of wasted an opportunity. Hieroglyphics? Sure. Read it. Easy memories, easy life. And then tomorrow, just keep going. And just keep working Miss Killy up to 8 heart, right? I can use 8 Grail here. Which in theory is easier, right? Alright, Miss Killy, come with me. I'm gonna do Grail this time. Come with me, Miss Killy. An auction. My introduction to histories. Divergent incidents in 5 major histories. Unfortunately, I'm not going to give you all of my splintrias for that. They are too precious. Arab, go! Now we read our book. Vinzant minglings. The metallurgist and skysmith Everett Vinzant speaks of the sacred alloys, the alloys eternal, the alloys sufficient, and the alloys intendant. Everett describes the voices and powers of mortals and immortals based on their composition by analogy to sounds and strengths of bells based on the metals of their casting. Vinzant warns that the mingling of metals of too great a nobility can produce the alloys incestuous. He suggests very cautiously that the means used by the sovereigns of the least flame to produce their heirs may have had analogous issues. For though the crime of the sky might be circumvented, the law yet remaineth the law, in spirit and in letter. Bells and Braziers, which is an old favorite of mine, and Foresight. The basic forge memory. Good. Get this on the grid. Now, we have to read a skybook, right? There's no excuse for not reading a skybook. Maybe, in fact, we can read 2 skybooks. We have another sky thing around here. No. Alright, well, we'll get it again if necessary. Miss Killy is up to 4 Grail? Oh. Now, this is a mistake because I don't have an actual Grail memory. So her heart and her Grail are pretty much the same, only, alright, let's look around. What else can we do with Grail? Maybe we can cover this, right? I've got some big stuff I can slam her with. 10 Grail. See if we can get her up to 10 Grail. Ruby Wise Ruin will help with that. Here, slug this down. She won't be the same after, but she will want to dance. Right there, read that with my health. Then, I guess Heart is just plain better. I need a Grail food, which shouldn't be terrible. There's Shaft. Good. Opened my Shaft. How wonderful. Trying to think of what that might entail. So Tryst is another one I have to be able to do. Let's look. This is Birdsong. Okay. Can't do you quite yet. Need to work up some skill for that. Hushery, huh? I checked on this. Tryst don't go. Alright. Sad. And more Birdsong. Alright, so I guess Tryst is just waiting until I have a way to make a Birdsong trainer. As far as I can tell, that's the only way to do it. Maybe it'll be found if I walk on the beach enough. You know, that's a worthwhile thing. Heart or moon? Let's see what happens. Anyway, I need to find some Grail food, which, now that I think about it, might not be easy to find, huh? And give her some jam. Yeah, that's what it's here for, right? I'm using some substantial items on what is ultimately not great. It should be saved is what I'm trying to say. Maybe I can order this. 10 Grail. Is there anything less that I can offer her? Scrumpy's a drink. Alright, I guess. Oh, I need to read a book at some point. No, once I get the memory up. Alright. There is my sky memory. Book goes into hand. Memory goes into slot. Soul. No, the strings are what I need. And then my Faust. Good. Read that, please. Today, we read a book. And that, unfortunately, is not going to be applied to Miss Killy. We have very much overindulged our guest. But we will open up a room, so that's good. Good, 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 good. That's a weird thing to say, but I think with the exception of having access to trainers, I'm roughly at the same power level I was last time, right? Just at the end game. I've got so many cards that need to be slammed together. No, I have to open those boxes. You go there, you go there. Sand will be used eventually. Yeah, get that box up here. We have to open this stuff. Alright. Wine cellar. Great. I could use all of this. Just dandelion wine for days. I think I used to give out in packages. And a bucket. Alright, good. We lost the auction. That's fine. Maybe it'll come up again. Read a book. Eva's Treasury. Eva DeWolf, last of the Brandkrugs, discusses the occult and aesthetic properties of jewels and other precious minerals. Black nephrite and skulslite for Norware, orichalc and amber for yeast, amethyst for the night key of the spider door. Eva points out bitterly that there is no shortage of uplifting parables and proverbs about the saving graces of a flaw in a jewel, but that no one, not a jeweler, not a priest, not an hour, has ever found a way to repair such a flaw. It's hard. Like when the matrix of a substance is not in order like that, and then everything is built off of it, she's right. It's very difficult to get yourself out of that situation. More to the point, new skill. Almost everything is going into new skills. I have so many skills. That's alright. So here we go. New skill. Open a box. What's in the box? What we have here, 11 heart. If I ever managed to get up there. The wonder thing about Miss Killy is she's free. Oh, a Deer Day lens. I should be making these. Like, can I get up to 10 sky? Can I get up to 10 sky? Can I get up to 10 sky? Ooh, is there a sky? Tools go in the tool room. Open that with shaft again. I have so much shaft. So many actions. Wood. Is there... Where is that log? Right there. Is there anything... Is there such a thing as skywood? Because I need to make the flute that I discovered last game. And the flute was wood plus 10 sky, and it's a big sky tool, which is very helpful going forward because I can make trainers using it. However, I don't think I have to have. I think I have to have access to this area, so I should prioritize it. All right, 8 lantern. Can I get you there? I'm pretty sure I can. 2 for the rector, 4, and then 6 for the memory, and then 2 more for a drink. Not you. You, though. Alright, so that's our new plan. We're going to get the rector up. It's going to take some money, but you know, whatever. Talk of shaft. Here you go. I donate a shilling to the church. Order for effective assistance. Snow is interesting. The rector must be exposed to my Faust. We'll chat a bit. But learn man, blessed in the tally, and the gate and the light. The tally, the gate, and the light. The menace gate, the madrigad. I guess that's the sun in rags. Alright, so moving on. Gervinite. I've yet to find something actually useful with Gervinite. Alright, anyway, time to read a book. Fortunately, I gave away my Faust, so we have to try to work off Grail. So 3, 4, 5, 6. We can do it. No problem whatsoever. So right there. Throw this in. Read that. Oh, and I need to get the lantern memory. Neglected to do that. 2 forge, 1 lantern, 2 knock, 1 forge. It's Revelation. Where did Revelation go? Fear, regret, right there. Revelation. You come with me. Good. Alright. And we're on our way to great things. Catalog this book, please. With chore. My dear Reverend, you look parched. Would you like just a little bit of coffee? We gotta get more Dawn Lion coffee up. Which I could certainly do, right? Go to the pantry, look around. It's not the pantry. Dawn Lion coffee. You. Take you back to Hospitality House, to the fire. We shall make some Dawn Lion coffee for the next time we have to talk with the good rector. Everything proceeding according to plan. Core loop enacted. Dawn Lion coffee. Right there. Right there. We have cataloged a 6 nectar book. That has to be a priority. Then the rector is ready for the next phase in his expansion, which is the memory, which is not up yet. Ba-ding, ba-ding. Give me that. Give me that. Now we throw that in right there. We throw that in right there. Good for you. And now we then grab our Grail book, Sky book, Grail book we're reading. And it's Gossip and Arab and you. Read it. And that's what we're doing for the day, right? I mean, we have Nectar here. Can I get up any more to read another book today? There's 3 nectar there, 2 more nectar there, 2, and then cake time is 3, the impulse is 4, and then 5 and 6. Let's just get ready for it, right? I feel very much like reading 2 books today. Weird. Alright, it's going to be a 2-book day. Fortunately, we're not using the snow, which is, well, it used to be valuable to me because I didn't have much winter, but now I have lots of winter. Okay, good, good, good. And we have memory of impulse. Should I just read right now? Like I can, right? I don't have to wait. Just go to a nectar desk, which is up here, I suppose. I don't even have a nectar desk. It's Nana's. Up in the tower, right there-ish. So I do have to wait. Shame. Oh wait, if I have to use cake time, it means I do have to use a desk. A moth and a... my other health up? Maybe this is something best left till tomorrow. Anyway, we have opened up this area. Who are you? Gideon the Wolf. You are 5th Baron Brandkrug. Come with me. 5th Baron. 2nd Baron. 3rd Baron. That's gotta be you right there, right, Gideon? 1st Librarian? No. Where's 5th Baron? Right there. 5th Baron Brandkrug, who was feared more than he merited. Right. 4th, missing 2nd. And it's questionable whether his name is Brian or Giles. 2 books say differently. Anywho, we have a workbench where we want to break down that crossbow. Put that right there. And we want to render it into tiny pieces. This will give us a little bit closer to the sky we need. I read a book. An Impertinent Vitulation. A book of kitchen garden techniques and aphrodisiac recipes recorded by Ernestine Peterhans, the Iron Seneschal of Hush House for 3 generations of De Wolfs. Peterhans asserts casually that the rousing liquor called Ruby Wise Ruin, which leaves and thorns can brew from flowers, was a favorite of the notoriously severe Baron Thomas. If true, this would have raised eyebrows had it been known in his lifetime. Peterhans mentions that one of these leaves and thorns techniques, with sufficient nectar aspect, can supposedly cause a marvelous copper fruit to burst from wood. That's the Nuapear. Although she has never managed it herself, but in a certain season the pear trees in the Practic Garden will deliver something similar. We knew this. Satisfaction. Oh, we finally have a Grail memory. Alright, this boosts us. Right here. Satisfaction. 2 Grail, 1 hat. Satisfaction. 2 Grail, 1 heart. There you go. Right there. And we have Leaves and Thorns. Which absolutely gets read. Well, I don't have enough to read you, right? I need a bench that can handle moth and scale. Which now that I say that, shouldn't be that hard, right? Those two are closely allied. Moth and scale, but this might work. However, it's not a reading desk. I can't put scale here. No, I cannot read you quite yet. Because I have here and there and there. Gives 4. That gives 5. And my other health is fatigued. So that's tomorrow. That has to be tomorrow. Boop, boop, boop. Anyway, time to catalog books. Nothing left to do but catalog all the books. What a fine day. Here we have 14 lantern on the difficult shelf, please. Next. Right. We now have, it has no sky, unfortunately. And what I want to do is, I can't use snow here. It's not a sky thing. I want to use a workbench. I guess I could have used you too, the driftwood fragment. Like this was the workbench I used to make it before, right? Yeah, I can use wood. There's not a lot of places where you can shove wood. The problem is I can't put any sky stuff in there. Finding the correct bench to make the things you need is a challenge. Oh, there's even books in there. Let's place is infested with books. Alright, here we go. I could probably read you, right? Inklore. Very important book. I'm gonna have to figure out Maricat at some point. Not looking forward to that. Alright, what do we find? Admontory Automata Project. Experimental devices. I still don't know what the condignator does, and I'm not sure I want to. Alright, another book. I probably shouldn't have done this. Is there time? No, I will lose that. Ah, I got it in. 8 scale. I could probably do you, right? Scale is one of the tricky ones, though, because it's, again, a tool for it. Alright, so, thing to do, first and foremost, reading this nectar book. Oh, I didn't ever do that. Leave them thorns over there. Impulse. On deck, please. Right there. And, we have to decide what we're doing next, right? Bunch of forge. This one's not hard. This opens up the, oh, another trainer. It's not hard, but I have to pay someone, which is sad. So the rector again, I guess. Here you go. Another donation. You're not getting any coffee this time. Gale. See, this is so close to being able to do what I need. Because I need to... let's just for an example, to illustrate what's going on here. Leaves and thorns. I need a workbench that can accept wood. I don't think I have one of those anywhere. The only workbench I have is upstairs. This doesn't take wood at all. So anyway, let's take a look. We put you there, we put you there. We can put another memory there. We can put a tool here. We can put a skill. What's our big sky skill? Strings and songs. Yeah. That's 9. And then I can put another memory there and get it up. But then I need to add wood in order to... Cheerful Ditty. What do you do? It's not on here. 10 heart. 10 heart in any liquid. 10 heart in any music. Gives Thunderskin's Peon preservation trainer. Trainer. Not a memory. Alright, so that's not what we're interested in. Use an instrument to raise it a greater height. So I'm almost there. I need to level my Foss. That's what this will come from. Or wait until I have a storm. But the more important part is I don't have a proper place to do this. Because I want... Maybe I can do it somewhere at one of these stations. They're all sky aligned. But I can't put any wood in anywhere. Oh, I can here. Soul, skill. That's again, no, not you. Even though, yes, that did reveal something. And this is going to be the... So this is at 8, and I need a devotion. An omen, someone cooperative, a light, another element of the soul. If I had another Faust, I could make the flute, which is very important. But I do not have that Faust. Is there any sky candles around? Such a... I'd absolutely use that. Look what's flashing. None of those those things appear to be relevant to me. Hurricane lantern. It's only one though. It is a light. That is a skylight, but it's only a Deer Day lens. The Deer Day lens? I would do that. The Deer Day lens? Unfortunately, I can't put it there. But you here? Deer Day lens doesn't go. That is a shame. Because I can put it here. But I can use the Gale here, but I can use that here. I can use Faust here? And that's 10? And put the wood in? No, put the wood scraps in. Isn't this what it was? Maybe strings and songs can't make it. Oh, that's terrible. To finally see that I can do this, even though this doesn't have sky aligned with it at all. It's all heart aligned. Use it with an instrument to raise it to greater music. So that's... Alright, what can we do with 10 sky? With wood scraps, 10 sky, wood scraps, Mazarine fife. However, it is not with this skill, which means I am stuck for now. I can't use that skill. Alright, I suppose. Gonna have to wait till later. Alright, time to give it up. Just remember that tool exists. What was I even doing? Ah, yes, the pastor needs my Faust. Good. And now, we have to read this book, right? And this is what this is all about. Getting my nectar up. I'm going to read it in hand. Bing, done. Book in hand, impulse ends there. Health goes there, and my skill. I actually have 2 nectar skills, right? I have backup plans in case this doesn't hit. Yeah, it's not quite enough, but if I go get another memory, it is almost certainly enough. It's one of those times where 90% of the time, it hits all the time. Where'd he go? Oh, he's still there. Oop. Reverend Timothy needs more... Oh, he needs to be needs revelation. Which I should have gotten for him already. Did not. But, you know, we can correct that. I wonder if I can level my Arab. I got 2 of them. I should look into that tomorrow morning. Right. Good. And click. Give me that. Give me that. Talk to Reverend Tim. Talk to him about Revelation. Try to watch how his eyes go. I can add a memory. And thing of the soul. Let's just not play around. Here we go. It's all the nectar you need. Good. Progress. I should get some more sky just to read this book. Not that I need to, I have the weather on my side. Oh, but my Faust is gone. Well, should it matter? Might not even matter. Anyway, Fekri's Herbally. The early version of Ishan Fekri, at that point a traveling healer, much later Secretary Salvant, Church of the Curia of the Isle. Satisfaction. I have that, right? Anyway. As a Scaptodon, Eshan may consume only that which is found in the earth, so he's best with Rouge lore.
Rashan identifies a pale seaweed found on the beaches of Cornwall as a useful source of rose in winter aspect. This tone here is a little guilty, perhaps because he's showing an interest in the sea produce, which might be thought of unwise for a Scaptodon, and perhaps because his proposal to name it Eva's Locks suggests a tiny crush on the pale lady of Brankrug. Satisfaction. You are right there. And herbs and infusions. Beautiful. Don't use you right yet. Read this book. Put that right there. No, wait, we have to find an actual... Yes, use that right now. Go right there. Learn that new skill. Go to a sky desk. I said go to a sky desk. Good. Put that book right there. Put that gale right there. Drag in that tool. Find your sky skill. This gives us a solid 8 without any soul in. My god, I am a beast. Excellent. And over here, the rector's ready. Please open up this room, Rector. It's a nice, easy one. I paid a shilling for it. I wonder how many days in the year. Herbs and infusions. I can definitely use this lesson now. On like any one of these, right? Yeah. Can use my stray lesson. Let's see if we can put herbs and infusions on the tree. That would be nice. Alright, good. Herbs and infusions up. Check the tree. Level 2 is still open, but not to this. So this has to be leveled still higher. That's fine, I can do that. Fortunately, I probably should have leveled up a nectar primary skill. Oh well. As I was saying, we have over here a illumination trainer, which maybe I can use to train up. No, not on the tree. Go over here. Illumination trainer. I think it's only a level 1, right? So I haven't found the level 2 slot for it because I've been so weak in the whole lantern stuff. Pyroglyphics, right? Yeah. No, it's not even on the tree. That's not on the tree. Sharps? What is my illumination skill? It's faster to go look, right? Illumination is the crossroads. Huh. It's aligned with Faust, and I don't have any Faust. Check Arab. Probably should. What is Arab? It's holding Arab back from being bigger. It's Bosk, that's what it is. Bosk is holding Arab back. Okay. Any more? I know there's at least one more, right? Which somehow I missed? No, it's right here. This is Skolepscaphy. So, both of those things holding Arab back. That's fine. Read a book. I should be gathering things, but that's just... There's too many clicks in a day already, you know? Right, here we have a fairly large moth book. Possibly can be read under the right circumstances. Anywho, any more books? Books. Oh, books. I'll be finding these to the end of days. Last categorization for the night. Oh, we read another book. Against the Sisterhood of the Knot and their foulness of their depraved customs. Hieronymus Pseudo Hyperrotomachus. wrote the furious screed about the sinister influence of the Sisterhood of the Knot on his own Church of the Unconquered Sun. Hieronymus claims the powers served by the Sisterhood of the Knot made an arrangement. The Thunderskin loved the Yew, the Grail destroyed him. As restitution for the destruction of the Axe's loved ones, Hieronymus' writing becomes incoherent with rage at this point. Hieronymus recovers his composure eventually to describe how the Thunderskin entered the Mansis through the Peacock door. This, the Peacock insists, is abomination upon abomination. But then, the most abominable of doors has always been an abomination. It's where humankind forced their way in for the murdering. So I don't know. Seems like a fine door to me. Intuition. I know I have an intuition shelf, right? Because I'm going to have to move it, right? Intuition. Can you fit here? Well, let's see if I can put you up top. And then this should go down in the tool room. Right there. That should go in the tool room. And then put one more book on the intuition pile. Nice. Sky Stories. Do I have Sky Stories? How to tell? I don't know. New book. 10 Winter and Plagued. That goes here. Solomon's Tower. You stay right there. And I mean right there. Here. Learn about Sky Stories. And that's how we finish out our day. How wonderful. Tomorrow, we do most of it again. So many skills. And there's more to come. Alright. Did I check Chore? I know I checked Tryst. So let's go see if there's a Chore trainer around. Here's one. And it's Chore and Preservation. This should be easy, right? Barber's chair. And then Chore, and then Chore. Yeah. Do that. Of course, this kind of locks us out of Miss Killy for a day. Unless I try to work up her Grail again. She enjoys that a little too much, I think. Can I get Mr. Killy up to 8 Winter? He starts with 2. That gives you 5. And then 7. And I can probably find a chilly drink for him, right? Almost certainly. Find me a chilly drink. Right there. Though it's unfortunate that that's Isle water. I can just go and get more from the well, right? Yeah, get Mr. Killy. Mr. Killy's the one that'll help us. Get him up with the whist, but the little whist, not the big whist. This is so much more fiscally stable. Oh, and it's snow day. Oh, I can get him up huge today. Let's see how far we can extend your winteriness. Anyway, we're reading the Scale book. Yeah, Tantra of Worms. This is more difficult. So, 1 and 4, and then 5 for the hourglass, and then 6, 7. I can do it. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I can do it. Give me fear. Fear. We'll see this through. Alright, and what else do we need? We need winter. That is red with Tryst, right? Good. Moving right along. Come, Mr. Gilly. Have a little drink. I wonder if maybe there's something stronger. No need. Maybe I should have given him the snow right off the bat. Oh, I didn't need to get a memory for him because I have snow. Here, let's talk about the weather. Good. Ding, ding. Read a book. With health, we have to go to a actual desk. I should probably take the hourglass and put it on the desk. This makes sense to me. Our scale desk is going to be this, huh? Yeah, we will always come here for scale. And then coil and chasm, certainly. Maybe not. Yeah, certainly. Gets us to 6. And then hourglass. And then go. Now we get fear again, just in case. I haven't failed at any of these so far. Surely that means I will never fail at any of them. Go. While that's going on, here, categorize something. I need more convenient books. Alright, so 9. Too many memories. Alright, he's been given food. Let's review. I've talked to him. Collaboration, beverage, memory. I haven't given him any food. Use anything weird? Wood? I don't have a wintry tool, fortunately. Rosy tool, certainly. Mothy tool. No wintry tool. Is there any wintry food? In case I need to go one more. Okay, so check for chilly food, just in case. So, winter food in the pantry. I should probably try to find another one of these. I'm not giving him that. That doesn't even belong in the pantry. That should go up to the alchemy place. Anyway, so it looks like 9 is as far as I can get you. Eh? Alright, what can you do? Plenty of things. There's here for 8. There's there for 9. There's there for 9. Here, we'll do you. You. Reading a book. Categorizing books. Oh my god. Hokebald's book. You go on the shelf of stuff that is a little too difficult to think about. Hokebald will probably be very flattered to hear that, but I'm never going to say it to him. Absolutely not. Oh, I have to pay attention. I'm in the middle of not paying attention right here. Alright, there we go. Straightforward. And, comfort. I can do this in any number of ways, but that's the way I'm going to do it. Over there we have 10 winter. Pretty sure I could read this, right? Right? Alright, find some more books. Yeah, let's check the shelf again. This one we can read. This one we can read. No, no. No, 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 no. What's that? I might be able to read that. Might be able to read that. Definitely can read that. Can't read, go downstairs. Might be able to read that. You go downstairs, you're at 12. I can read that. I should really make an effort to read this. This should be my next book, The Watchful Tantra. I'll be back for you, white book. Alright, The Watchful Tantra has to be my next book, which I can probably do today, because my Faust is still up. So let's go get some revelation. Alright, and that's all we're doing right now. We have have opened up this room, which... Can I find a secret of the house here? I don't have the, there's the edicts liminal. But it doesn't open up the secret of the house. I need the sacrament limine. Limine. Which may be that book, I guess. We'll see. Meanwhile, another book. Here we have read The Tantra of Worms. The entomologist Juliana Zatwiskowski eventually came to insist that this text was written by insects inhabiting a human skin. She never presented evidence for her claim. There are diagrams. The diagrams are not good to look upon. The Tantra explains various less than practical countermeasures against the worms, the serpents which are not serpents. Moth and winter are closest to them, so understand their weaknesses, but both have their own perils. The lionsmith crushes them, but that is not recommended for mortals. The worms have always been eager to inhabit us. Here are the practices that make us inhospitable to them. There are diagrams. The diagrams are not good to look upon, and none of the practices they show would allow the subject to survive. Yes, fear, understood, back here. We're talking about worms, which means we're talking about fear. I need a fear shelf. It's going to spill down here. Too much of this. Ooh. Ooh. These are really good. Excellent. That is, in fact, completely excellent. Made that there. And so, look around. We have... It's already on the tree, so we should level up anything at all that is nectar. That's what we should do here. Coil and chasm. We need to get a nectar and a heart memory. Let's go do that. Do I have time today? Well, only one way to find out, right? Almost always when I ask, is there time today, it turns out there is. So let's just do this. A heart and a nectar, right? Yeah, use Arab. This is a busy, busy day. Meanwhile, I don't have Revelation up yet. Oh wait, I'm gearing up to read Revelation. Well, perhaps I won't be reading that today, eh? Or leveling this up today. Whatever. There we go. There we go. What's my most lanterny skill? Do I not have the ability to do this? It's 8 lantern, but I thought I had this down. Hieroglyphics. That's only 5. Oh wow, I can't read this. That's 6. That's still not enough. Well, I can put in... Alright. I can put in the Deer Day lens. I will put in the Deer Day lens because that's it serving its purpose. And I can always make more of those. So right here, my tool will help me. And then the skill. This is very important because I'm so very weak in lantern. See there? Deer Day lens. I can only need just 5. Just 5 lantern. That's almost nothing. Is this... Where's the Watchman's? There we go. There we go. Now there'll be time. Here, let's find some more books. I'm trying to go in the order where I've been. I'm not very good about that. There's also a trainer here. Horomachistry. We should probably look into that, eh? Here, read this. Alright, get you all tangled up and Wonderful, aren't I? Right here we have very easy moon book. Right here. Now the only thing you can say about this job is, well, I hope you like books. 14 scale. Kind of out of reach right now, eh? Alright, this is all we're doing for the day. It's been a very busy day. Why am I just sitting here? I need to level up herbs and infusions. Because I thought I'd... blah, 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 blah. I am not playing efficiently. There we go. Alright. Once again, move forward. Here we have the Lantern Book. An 8 Lantern Book. That's not nothing. The Watchful Tantra. Notorious for its involvement in the deaths of David Jones and Meredith Blaine, 2 early physicists who were each claimed to have the only copy and who ultimately fought a duel over it in 1840. The Tantra describes the process of occult illumination, including the formula which may show the way from the Hunter Gate to the Serpent Gate, which in the West is usually called the Spider's Door. The sun passes through the house at the appointed time. Since the sun's division, the time has become uncertain. Much has become uncertain. Ooh, this is wonderful. Give me that. This is Revelation again. Where's my Revelation shelf? Right there. You go there. You go there. Revelation. My happy Revelation dot. And then pop. At daybreak, exactly. Herbs and infusions up. I really wish I'd leveled a Nectar Prime skill, but you know, it's still good. It's still good. Over here, you can go on the tree, yes. In the Bosk position, of course. There you go. I can get more Arab. I wonder if I can use you for something. I should survey that again. Herbs and infusions. In the inmost walled garden of the palace of the shadowless kings in Persia, there grew a yew tree older than any other. Its root was red, its flowers were black, its berries were white. And the kings would leave their girl children overnight in the nest of its roots, in memory of the great mother of their line, and so their daughters were assured health, longevity, and wisdom. This is the source of all our science. This is Bosk. Arab. This is Bosk. And so there's no leveling the Arab off that, I'm afraid. Now we need to think about further things, because we can use both of these. Yeah. Look around. We still have a couple level 2s, an illumination and an ithastry. We should prioritize the illumination. So find a level 1 that can go in illumination. This can go in illumination, and it can be leveled by this. We should level this, or just... that's Forge primary. Do I want more Forge primaries? Do I want more Lantern primaries? It's all the same, really. So we're going to go with Pyroglyphics, and that's going to need exactly 1 memory. This will give me a second Faust, which will be useful. Maybe not to smash them together immediately, but to use as a fallback, you know, when reading a book. So now we have to make another choice. What can we do? 9 winter is kind of beyond us. 8 winter, though, we can definitely do. Mr. Killy, your hour has come again. Come and help, Mr. Killy. Now it's snowing again. Wonderful. Snowing, but the weather just turned. Right there, Mr. Killy, have my whist. That'll get him to 8 and then 9 with Isle Water. Yeah. I should get some more Isle Water. Comes from the well. Don't use the main health, use the secondary health. Alright, Mr. Killy is on his way. We should read a book. Was I excited about any of this? Not really. Let's read a moon book. A moon book, and then no, I should level all this up first. Okay. Yeah, don't do anything. And we have stuff coming. Just try to stay calm, stay calm, stay calm, stay focused. It's pyroglyphics. I'm getting what I need there. What's this? Oh, my money. Excellent. I am no longer poor. And, oh. Yeah, this is Sky Primary. That's not what I want to do. Mr. Killy is feeling great. The weather is exactly what he wants. And there's Revelation, which we will now use with pyroglyphics and a lesson in Revelation. Suppose my shaft can go here? Good. My shaft will go here. Great. We have a guest. Now, do we need a level 9 or a level 10? No. I could use 10. That's the Skalevsky trainer. That's kind of worth it to get that up. All I have to do is feed him this. Any more winter food? Wish there was a winter tool somewhere. Like those boots should definitely be a winter tool. Yeah. Wood? Winter wood? Scraps are winter wood? No. Just wood. It's just wood. Wait, that is winter wood? A U blank is winter wood? Huh. And when I give him the water, he'll be a 10, and we can get the Skalevsky desk up. I don't know you. Mr. Peter Agadists. Musician, mystic, impresario, Agadistus was a dancer once. One cannot see him without knowing it. The wound in his thigh keeps him from the stage, but his every movement still has the cadence of a prayer. He speaks Fusine. You will teach me, Fusine, if I don't forget about you. Okay. Try to keep everything straight. Pyroglyphics is now up. Pyroglyphics gets put on the tree in the illumination position. Gives metal, unfortunately. Ugh. Ugh. I guess it's because it's forge primary. Fire was the first understanding. The hour named Moth learned that even before the Watchman brought light, this is illumination. So I have to definitely prioritize a lantern primary skill, which I have not been doing. But we got another card. That can only be so bad, yeah. So we have to level up. Okay, once again, check. The only thing left appears to be Ithastry, which is weird. So Ithastry and Scale, that doesn't strike me as likely. You're on the tree, you're on the tree, you're on the tree, and you're on the tree, and you're not Ithastry. Nectar and Scale And Ithastery doesn't strike me as likely either. Alright, guess there's nothing to do since you're on the tree and you're on the tree, but level up leaves and thorns. So go get some nectar memory. Of course. Tryst. Good. Meanwhile, we've got some Isle water, which will serve as a backup. And you are at 9. All you need is 1 sip of this Isle water, and you shall be ready, my friend, to go get the Scalescity trainer, the Forbidden Desk. Then I'll be able to learn Fusin, a awkward language. Alright, go right there. There you go, get into there. What is this? What am I even looking at here? Oh, this is to level up that. It's like, yeah. I was just talking about this a second ago. Leaves and thorns, into there. Foil chasm, the thing I just got. And we'll show Joran. And look at that. We've made it through. Go get some moon, and then we'll read a book to round the day out. It's good to stay busy, yeah? Yeah. Alright, so anyway, talk to my buddy. Teach me Fusin. Have us Wintria. Please do this. And that will be good. Leaves and thorns cannot go on the tree because it's level 2. And it's Bosk, and that position is occupied. Okay, give me that. Now we go here, we read this with this Tryst, and this right here, and this skill. Gives us exactly what we need. Read that book. Boop, boop, boop. Everything under control. It's all going quite well. Pop, pop. A lot of stuff just happened. We have Fusin. Excellent. Language of... Is this really a trainer? Does this actually search as a trainer, though? Huh. No, it's not. It's just a mark. Wonder if I could... I don't understand why it's associated with certain elements. I don't know how that would be used. The Larbequine Codex. Christoph Larbequus claimed to have purchased 2 handwritten copies of the Codex from a family of witches on the shores of the Sea of Marmara. A third was given to the sea. The sister and witch came from the west, where they were born in 2 wombs, one as a princess, one a monster. Nevertheless, they loved each other from birth and met in secret to seek union. When the great drought came, the kings of the land tried to sacrifice the princess and the witch, so they sailed across the sea. When despair took them, they flung themselves into the drowning waters, and so found the Painted River, where they entered the Mansus through the offices of the Red Grail. Nevertheless, the Codex ends with a condemnation of the Grail. This is not a memory of bitterness. It's a memory of the sea, though. We have sea stories. Yarr. Which we already have. Which is not on the tree. So, it is not Ithastery, though. So look again for level 1 with Ithastery. This, however, cannot be leveled there. Can't be done. done. Can be done, can't be done. Possibly be done? No. It's already on the tree, so why am I even going over it? So, I leveled up this, but there's no way I can get on there, because even with the third positions held by this. So I suppose it could go in Birdsong, though. So, we need to find a level 2 that is aligned with... Okay, level 3 is getting dense. Just find a level 2 that can be leveled by Moon and Grail. Right there. Both of them. So we need... Desires. Salt can go there. Oh, it's too late. We'll do it tomorrow. Did I change beds? I never did. Oh. Time to decamp and go sleep in my proper bed. Another room. Oh. Oh wait, I'm in the cold bed, aren't I? Yeah. Okay, we'll do this. It's very much mistimed, but we'll do this. Anywho, we need a Grail and a Moon memory, which we can supply. This, I think, will be my last day. And then it's a Moon memory, and there's another Moon memory up here, right? Yeah, get that. With Whist. Probably should have tried to figure out who I was getting. Oh, and of course we opened this up. The Scholasticopy desk, which I should look into right now, right? Anything that has Scholasticopy associated with it? I'm not looking right. I get confused. This needs a search. It's only going to get worse. No Scholasticopy? Yeah, I can level Shaft again, can I? No. Sad. Very sad. No. 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 I really only have one Scholasticopy? I don't believe that. Right here. This is the other one. And it's Arab. And I can do it. Alright. Embrace my Arab. That is very much something I'm in the mood for. We have Thomas DeWolf. Thomas, 2nd Baron Brankrug. By some counts. By others, it is Giles. Wonder if I'll find a Giles DeWolf somewhere. There. All the DeWolfs. Musgrave, Gideon, Walter, Thomas, and Hendrik. In the right positions, at the right time, in the right places. Good to see them all together again. It's kind of strange it didn't do anything, but maybe getting all the busts in place is what triggers something. It feels very video gamey to do it, you know? Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was figuring out what we're doing today, and it shouldn't be chilly. Oh, here we go. I must bear a memory like a torch in the dark. A level 3 memory. It's not the weather. I have to go work it up at a desk. Alright, that'll happen sometime. Not right now. Get Miss Killy up. I think that's definitely what we're doing today. Alright, Miss Killy. You know what the deal is. Bing! Miss Killy is awake and up. Time for her to have a fun day. Get your heart up. And we have to go get a nice heart memory for her. Traditionally, she likes Solace.
It's just, she just needs a hug most days. And now, after that, we still have to get sea stories, which I believe I'm getting everything together for, though I can't remember. And we're also going to read this. We'll get a winter memory. Yeah, right here. There we go. Miss Gilly is in fine spirits here. Think about cakes. Right there, right there. Badoop. One more. This is in order to level up that skill, right? We are leveling up desires and dissolutions. It should be with... Can't put anything here? Really? No, Trist goes there. That might be able to go on the tree as well, so that's good. Everything going according to plan. Allow time to pass. That is Miss Killy's memory. Tick. She's learned all about cakes. She didn't have much left to learn. Alright, and now desires and dissolutions. You get to go on the tree. Can you? Can you go on the tree? Were you already on the tree? Oh, I did it again. I burned a lesson. I am not good at this. That's 4 lessons that I've burned without proper thought. Again. I did it again. Oh, it hurts so bad. Anyway, move on. Try to overcome it. Nothing more. Right, we're reading this book, right? With regret and my whist, my biggest winter skill. Which is right there. Yeah, crush this book. I'm gonna read 10 winter books now. Alright, so she needs a little more. Oh, I could give her... No, it's not a flower. I can give her now something that's just a little heart. Isle water is just a little heart. That's interesting. Good. And this will open up another room. Everything is going great. I mean, no, not really great. I'm wasting lessons left and right. But everything is somewhat under control. This room. The heart-haunted room. And we're going to do this again tomorrow, right? This is much different than how I did things last time, but I was buying a bunch of specialists. There's no one here, right? Okay, good, good. Alright, over here we have trained up our Arab. That is wonderful. Now we will read a book, and we should probably classify some stuff for the rest of the day, right? That sounds nice and peaceful. Okay, and bam. We have read a book, Exercises in the Continuity of Self, techniques proposed by the Historium, the most inaccessible and upsetting of the libraries of the Watchman's Tree, the Historium. Inaccessible and upsetting. For the presence of memory after the body is discarded. Oh, I want to know more about this. The soul element whist is regarded as the fundamental value of the individual. All other soul elements, it is implied, may potentially be discarded, and as can the individual itself. The Hostorum expresses grudging respect for the hour called the Elegast, who calls each of the dead by name, but also concerned over the Elegast's
Subtlety when it chooses to inspire particular interpretations of histories. The Hostorium proposes the use of nowhere energies in distracting or discouraging the Elagast in order to assure that the persistence of history remains unalloyed. That's a fight you're gonna lose, my dude. In hindsight, that's new. Do not fight the Elagast. Not sure. He's the one from whom nothing can be taken. Just try to think about that for a second. From whom nothing can be taken. Alright, we're going to put hindsight here, even though I'm pretty sure it's not right. Hindsight. 2 winter, 1 scale. That's interesting. Scale. Good. And I have a bunch of lessons that I will use another time, I think. Okay, I'm just going to write out the rest of the day, classifying. Good. I could probably read this, but not quite now. And that goes right there. And tomorrow I'll find out what to do with these lessons. Right here we have, oh, the deaths of the moon. You are infected. You go into quarantine. Time for one more? I think so. We'll see what this is. Pop. Yeah, we had time. Where has she gone? The Spreeth. Your book goes on the shelf. The Spreeth. Alright. And so this was the end of a pretty good day, I have to say. The whole session was pretty good. Making very good progress, opening stuff up. Leveling up my skills. Some of them in better shape than others. I have many more cards than I did before. And many more skills. But I'm also being a total skill junkie this game. Fortunately, I have wasted 4 lessons so far. That is sad. There's no other way to put it. Just sad. But I can always get more, right? From the auction house. So, shouldn't worry too much about it. But anyway, I think that's all I'm going to do for now. So I will play more later. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye-bye.